I always knew that I wanted to study something with the arts, but I also couldn't really abandon my love for fashion, so I wanted to sort of incorporate that into what I was doing. So when I decided to study fashion merchandising, I knew that it'd be an easy way for me to work with like costumes and stuff and film and theater production.
So I chose Mercyhurst University because it's FIT accredited, and I was very interested in that aspect of the program. But also everybody was so hospitable the moment I came, so that really was enticing to me. I chose to major in fashion merchandising because I realized that I had to be true to myself and embrace what I was truly interested in. So I figured if I did fashion merchandising, it was more of like the business and analytical component of the fashion industry. So it gave me a lot more confidence knowing that I could delve into the industry in a way that was more suitable for my needs in the future, like having a concrete job as opposed to doing like freelance design or something more creative.
There was a lot of schools that offered me basketball scholarships, but I refused to go to a school that didn't have an opportunity for me to do what I love. So the cool thing about that was I could do two things I love at the same time, basketball and fashion. The cool thing about fashion merchandising is that it covers majority of those areas. You're not limited to just one specific career opportunity. You can delve into anything that kind of sets your soul on fire and your heart on fire, and you can kind of go back and forth with what you really want to do at that time of your life.
I think throughout the 4 years, like just everyone that I've met has left an impact on me and sort of helped me develop into the person that I've become these past 4 years. I did end up working for Disney through the Disney College program, and I think that as a whole was probably the best experience, even though it wasn't exactly at Mercyhurst. It was still the best experience that I was given throughout my time here. Working for Disney and the company, how it's so customer service based and everything is geared towards making everything perfect for the guests, it helped me a lot with like customer service and just sort of gaining what I need to go out into the real world after I graduate.
I would definitely say my most memorable experience has been being the president of the Fashion Council. I really enjoy all of the responsibilities and helping to promote the organization that we developed and help to cultivate a really good relationship with other organizations on campus. I think it's important to have a strong outreach.
Going to the museum in Pittsburgh with our Fashion Evolution class, it was really cool to see those old garments and how they were so heavy and so elaborate, taking so many pieces just to put on a simple dress, and how now we can still see them years later, and how you have to wear gloves and be very gentle with the materials. And it was just really cool to learn about it, and not only just learn about it and see pictures and read the definitions of these garments in our textbooks and in class, but to actually see it in person. Garments that were far from the 1920s, one of my favorite decades. So I think that was my most memorable experience as a fashion merchandising student.
I think my favorite class is either history of dress or fashion journalism. Since I am a really big history fan and film fan, it was really interesting to like learn about everything from the beginning of time and how fashion has evolved since then. And journalism, I've been writing ever since I was young, and I was able to write different pieces and be able to submit some of my work to different online publications, and then that ended up helping me get different internships for writing that I've had the past couple of years.
I definitely loved fashion branding. I'm doing a master's program after graduation in Milan, and the program is brand and business management, so I'm very interested in the whole branding component of fashion brands, especially luxury brands, because I think the most amazing thing is how they embrace the heritage of their brand, but then also really help to stay with the times and embrace modernity.
Fashion evolution. I love social studies, and to relate social studies to fashion and just seeing the evolution of how clothes started and how there was corsets and now there's not corsets, and how we've taken things that we have now from Egyptian culture, and it's just really amazing just to see how fashion has evolved and how people have influenced fashion and the culture and society has influenced fashion.
We're a very close-knit group. I think because the program is so small, like you're with these people for 4 years, you don't just have one class with them and then it's that's it. I've made some of my best friends here, and all of them have really impacted everything that I've done, and we've done a lot of really cool stuff together as a department.
I would say that my relationship with my fellow fashion students is genuine. I think that we all really respect each other and understand each other, and since the program is a lot more intimate, we have a better opportunity to get to know each other, and I think we really embrace all of our differences. I mean, we all like fashion, but for different reasons.
It's kind of cool to know that you're not alone, that if you don't know what you are going to do, that you guys can kind of band together and figure it out together. Some people may know different things that you may not know, or have different connections that you may not have. And that's one thing I like about our fashion merchandising program, is that people are not afraid to kind of share what they have learned with you, or you share what you have learned with them. So it's kind of like a family in a sense.
The size of the campus, the size of the classes, it's very personable. All of the professors know you by name. They call you by name, you call them by name. It's very like a really big family relationship. And the professors are here to help you no matter what. They're pretty much your life coaches throughout the 4 years.
I feel like it's a really good learning experience because, again, it's genuine in the sense that you're not learning something and then just having to regurgitate it verbatim on a test. Like, they're life skills that you feel confident and you feel as though you can leave the university and be very successful in the industry.